I'll just share my screen first. Wait. Ayan. Okay. Kita naman po. Yes. Sinag ko sa likod ko. Okay po. So this is the feedback from first sem and then planning for second sem. Our agenda for today is first to go over what happened last semester, what were the things that were accomplished. Then we will present the results of the evaluation from the students, and then maybe Ate Abby and I can share the more about the from the partner area also. Or from our experience. Then, after that, we would like to ask for also for the feedback from QCSBC DPO on what happened last semester, and then later on, maybe we could ask ask QCSBC DPO what are your current needs or what are possible partnerships that we can do. Then the last part will be presenting the different courses that are here for this semester. So meron po tayong representatives for the legal management course. Then management engineering will also be presenting, and then we have Punla later on also. So yun po yung agenda natin for today. Okay. So let me start off. So last year po, mas big kiss po yung natutukan natin first sem. I think nagkaroon kasi ng, I think may nakasabay pong mga activities ng QCSBC DPO last semester. So we opted to focus on two. So we had management with the class of Ate Abby and Sir Beha with the 80 students. They were focused on Pakabayan QC monitoring and entry of documentation. I think this was similar to what we did the year before. Yan. Then, payatas po yung naging focus nila. Then, for rent, food safety and quality management training and manual po yung na-accomplish with the members of Maginhawa Food Community. Yan. So for the management engagement, yun nga po, there were 80 students. Then nag-conduct po ng courtesy visits sa barangay ang Ateneo at QCSBC DPO team. So from our end, it was Ate Abby. Then from ang nakasama naman na po namin from QCSBC DPO ay si AJ. Then engagement dates were August 31, September 7, September 14, September 21. Ayan, and then nagkaroon ng output presentation na October 5. Yan. Tapos, the students did the same thing, no? Monitoring po ng pangkabuhayan QC beneficiaries natin dun sa Payatas. Ang wala pa lang po akong, when I was making the slides, I don't know what the number of beneficiaries yung na-cover. AJ, would you remember ilan yung natapos ninyo nung last sem?
Yes po. Actually po, since for Payatas only po, Miss Anna? Or yung with the batasan na din? Yung dalawang binabaan na din po.
So meron din kayong batasan. Sorry, mali po yung nasa slides ko. Okay.
Yes po. Ang area po na kinovered po natin is Payatas A for day 1 natin, and then followed by Batasan Hills for day 2.
2 and 3. And 3.
Okay. Okay po. I-update ko na lang po yung slides later. Salamat po.
Okay.
Then, meron ba kayo nung number nung natapos ninyo last time?
Yes po. Natabulate naman po natin yung pinaka-monitoring po. For Payatas A, so out of 136 clustered beneficiaries po natin, ang nababaan po ng students is 88 po. And then for Batasan Hills naman po, nung September 14, out of 112 clustered beneficiaries, 53 po yung na-interview or na-monitored po nila.
Maulan nun eh.
Okay. 53, yung 53, this is covered na for D2 and 3, no?
Kasi yung day 3, balik sa sinong napuntahan nila.
Apo, yung day 3 po kasi nila yun yung documentation po nila.
Yan, okay. Thank you po for the clarification. Sige, so day 3, I'll edit the slides na lang po later. Alright. Then for the student evaluation results, so for the quantitative po, yung mean po ay, this is out of 6. So area orientation was helpful, 5.24 out of 6, 96.15% agree naman sila. Engagements allowed them to engage with the members of their partner area, 5.33 out of 6, 96.15% agreement also. The time allotted was sufficient, 4.95 out of 6, 94.87% agree. Yung representatives were knowledgeable of context, issues, and opportunities in the community, 4.97. 88.46% agree. Then, if they would recommend their area, particularly QCSBC DPO to future batches, 5.12 out of 6. 92.31% agree. So, in full transparency, yung evaluation or qualitative results po, I ran it through ChatGPT, and these were the common themes that came out. So first off, community engagement and learning. Marami po nag-recommend nung program dahil it was an opportunity to engage with small business owners, marginalized communities, government agencies, and na-emphasize yung real-world learning and personal growth that comes with understanding local issues and contributing to solutions. Then in terms of skills development, nabigyan sila ng pagkakataon to practice skills that is relevant to their course, particularly in business and management, and nagkaroon sila ng hands-on experience in community engagement and social awareness. On personal growth, the participants noted that the experience is eye-opening, humbling, and a chance to step out of one's comfort zone. It's seen as valuable for fostering empathy, expanding perspective on societal realities, and practicing service to the community. In terms of community support, the people in the area are welcoming and kind, making it a comfortable and safe environment to work in. And some also appreciated the initiative shown by the community members to maintain their spaces. Then challenges, meron pong naka-experience ng practical difficulties such as dangerous alleys or challenges in locating the business owners for interviews. A few also pointed out that some businesses had moved, making engagement harder. So may mga iba na yung location. Yan. So baka may dadagdag ka, Ate Abby. Yeah. So Ate Abby's okay with this? AJ, may dadagdag ka for evaluation from your experience o later on na?
Siguro later on naman na po. Thank you po.
Thank you. Sige. So that's for management po. And then for the rent engagement, this was specifically directed to Maginhawa Food Community po. There were 29 restaurant entrepreneurship students that met with 6 of the MFC members po. So ang kinonduct nila ay food safety and quality management training, at may tinurn over din po sila na manual and IEC materials na pwedeng gamitin doon sa kitchen ng mga restaurants. So nagkaroon po ng alignment meetings with Maginhawa Food Community where Ateneo team and QCSBC DPO were present. There were 3 engagements na specifically on restaurant tour, makita yung kitchen, makita yung dining area, tapos nagkaroon na rin po sila ng conversations with the staff and the owners themselves for data gathering purposes. Then nung bandang third engagement po, doon na sila nag-conduct ng training. No, nag-train sila on FSQM. Tapos po, ang kinover po namin for MFC members ay nasa Maginhawa Street sila, may ilan na nasa Malingap Street, at merong nasa Anonas Extension po. No? Then, nung November 13 po, or for some, I think na-reschedule sila, no, yung takoyaki's tsaka yung Roberta's, na-schedule sila outside of November 13. Pero all of the FSQM manuals and IEC materials were also turned over to the Maginhawa Food Community restaurants. Ayun. So, ang na-involve po natin, of course, we're grateful for Mathia in helping us in coordinating with them. Then, dumiretso na po kami doon sa mga restaurants during the engagement proper. So, Saints and Lattes Cafe, Get Greens, Roberta's Flavors of Asia, Cafe Segundo, Noki Japanese Fried Chicken, and Takoyaki Sikatuna po yung 6 na nakasama natin. Okay, so in terms of the student evaluations po, Area orientation was helpful, 4.7 out of 6. Ang ginawa po namin for their area orientation ay direkta na po no yung restaurant na mismo yung nag-orient sa kanila tungkol dun sa history, tungkol dun sa ano yung story ng enterprise nila or ng restaurant nila. So 4.7 out of 6, 85.18% agreement. Area engagements allowed them to engage with the members of the partner area, 4.85 out of 6, 88.89% out of 100. Okay. Then the time allotted for area engagements was sufficient, 4.93 out of 6, 88.89% agree. The representatives of the partner area were knowledgeable of the context, issues, and opportunities, 5 out of 6, 96.3. Then, if they would recommend it to future batches, 4.85 out of 6, 88.89%. Medyo much lower than than 90, lower than 90 yung majority of it. Kasi medyo varied po yung experiences kasi may mga restaurants na very hands-on yung owner. Meron din pong restaurants na medyo late na dumating or minsan lang nandun yung owner. So may mga questions po yung mga estudyante na hindi ka agad nasasagot. So it affects their experience. Pero now if we will look at the qualitative naman po, very positive din naman po yung naging experience nila. So, highly recommended dahil valuable po yung learning experience nila, particularly for students in business-related fields. And they actually appreciated dahil restaurant and prep student po sila. Parang nagkaroon sila ng salang dun sa real-world experience of a small food business, no, na baka eventually sila rin ay yun din po yung gawin nila. And for some of the students, meron din po kasing mga JSEC stall owners dito sa Ateneo, meron silang food stall dito. So, parang natututo din po sila. No? Then participants appreciated the opportunity to engage with business owners who were eager to learn and share their knowledge, making the experience both educational and collaborative. And it offered insights into real-world business challenges, especially in food and beverage industry, at na-apply nila yung academic knowledge nila in practical settings. Very, very i-note ko lang po, very, very helpful po na before they go to their engagement in the Wednesday afternoon, may class po sila with Chef Annalie in the morning, which is parang very hands-on si Chef A in looking at what they will do for that afternoon. Tinitingnan niya yung questions, hinahandaan niya talaga aside from the skills training. So it was nag-enjoy din yung mga estudyante that way. And it was very helpful in preparing them for the engagement. Yung community naman po, yung mga MFC members are described as interactive, appreciative, and passionate about growth, making it a meaningful and rewarding experience. May challenges lang in terms of engagement issues in certain instances, but overall, the experience is seen as enriching and impactful for both students and business owners. Yan. So, for rent naman po, yun nga yung nasabi ko kanina, maganda po yung karanasan ng mga estudyante. And even si Chef Annalie din po. Kaya parang goal ni Chef Annalie sana mag-partner with them all again this semester for her marketing subject. Kasi nakita din po ng mga rent students na marami sa mga restaurants baka kailangan ng tulong in terms of marketing. Tapos may marketing subject po sila this semester. So, yan, we can discuss that maybe later on. So, yan po for us. Ngayon naman po, maybe we can ask from QCSBC DPO for your feedback. Yan.
Hi, Ina. Sige. Pinaganda ko rin sa AJ ng presentation regarding sa pangkabuhayang QC monitoring activity. Ito, nag-usap na rin kami ni Abby last time yung mga challenges. Pero quickly lang, i-present ni AJ yung result ng pangkabuhayang QC beneficiary monitoring. Tapos ano yung mga outputs ng students na we're checking for consolidation na i-incorporate sa programs namin for next year since tapos na yung mga project proposals for year 2025. AJ? Kami mag-feedback.
Okay po, sir. Present po natin, sir. Share screen ko lang po for a while. Thank you. Kita naman po ba?
Yes po.
Okay po. Quick lang po natin present po yung ating ginawang activity. So, nagkaroon po tayo ng monitoring activity. This is the second monitoring activity na po with Ateneo. So, last time po, ang pinakabinabaan po ng team is District 3. So, Barangay Ascopa po yung unang baba po nila. So, this time po, ang kinover po natin sa ating next slide ko lang po. Kinover po natin is 2 barangays. So yung pinaka-outline po natin dito is yung activity na conduct po natin, which is pangkabuhayang QC monitoring. And then yung challenges po ng activity po natin sa loob ng 3 araw. So dito po, tinanong ko din po yung mga SBC-DPO focal person na kasama po ng bawat student. And then the summary of presentation po ay yung proposal po ng each group per businesses gaya po ng nabanggit po ni Sir Albi. So, ayun po, pangkabuhayang QC monitoring activity. So, this is the second time na po na kinonduct po natin. So, yung pinaka naging coverage po natin dito is Payatas A and Batasan Hills B. So, ang naging strategic clustering po na ginawa po namin dito, kaya po naisip po namin na mag-District 2 is mas malaki po yung number of applicants po kasi dito sa district na to. So, particularly po kay Payatas and Batasan Hills. So, si Payatas po, since medyo malaking barangay po talaga siya, so we decided po na kunin lang po si Payatas A. Since si Payatas po is divided sa Payatas A and Payatas B, and si Payatas B naman po kasi is medyo malayo po siya. However, naman po, hindi naman po namin siya totally dinisregard yung pagka-clustering po doon. So, ginawa po namin dito, binack up po namin si Payatas B just in case po na magkulang po yung numbers or hindi po ma-hit yung parang estimated numbers po na mamomonitor po ng mga students ng groups each day. So, mas inuna po natin or prioritize si Payatas A since siya po yung pinaka nasa bungad po tsaka mas malapit siya puntahan. So, 88 beneficiaries po yung na-monitor ng mga students out of 136 identified or clustered beneficiaries po natin yung September 7. So, malaki-laki po agad yung numbers po na na-hit ng mga students po natin sa unang baba pa lang po nila sa Payatas A. And then followed by Batasan Hills po the next Saturday. So dito naman po magkalapit lang po talaga sila. Sa Batasan Hills naman po, 53 beneficiaries out of 112 identified or clustered beneficiaries. So dito po medyo bumaba po yung number ng binabaan po ng na-monitor ng mga students given po yung mga nabanggit na challenges po kanina ninyo Miss Ena na ayun nga po wala yung ibang mga beneficiaries po natin. Plus si Batasan po kasi magkakalayo po yung mga street po niya. Tsaka dito na din pumapasok yung mga alleyways. So ayun din po yun. Next po natin yung yung pinaka-challenges. So ipe-present ko din po yun. So ito po yung pinaka-overall po niya, identified na mga nababaan po ng mga students po natin. Next naman po natin, so dito po sa monitoring activity results po natin. So 130 ang pinaka na po natin dito is 138 na beneficiaries po yung nababaan. So ito po yung mga datas po nila. So majority po dito talaga ng mga category is under micro entrepreneurs po. And then followed by indigent. Yung iba naman po dito, hindi po nila not stated or hindi po ata ito na-answeran po ng student. And then each solo parent, 1 PWD. So majority din po sa mga permits as barangay business permit and then followed by DTI. And then may mga blank answer pa din po talaga na hindi na po nasagutan. So, it's either po hindi nasagutan or wala po talaga silang mga business permit doon sa during the interview na ginawa po sa kanila. And then next naman po dito, good thing din po is out of 138 po is 113 yung operational businesses po na hanggang ngayon is tumatakbo pa po ang kanilang mga negosyo. So 8 po dito is temporary closed and 8 naman is permanently closed. And then yung 9 po is wala din pong answer. So not sure po if refuse to answer po ito or hindi na po talaga nila na-checkan lang. So ang pinakamataas po nakita po dito is hindi higit po sa 12,000 pesos followed by 12,000 to 24,000 and then 24,000 to 48,000 tapos mataas po din yung number ng no answer. So hindi po siya nagtatali din po doon sa mga temporary close, permanently close, or no answer at all. So baka po hindi siya na-checkan or for refuse to answer talaga ni beneficiary po natin. So, ang pinaka-challenges po during the activity, to add lang din po, is yung inclement weather po talaga. So, nung nasa Payatas po kami, medyo okay-okay po yung panahon. So, nakakagalaw po lahat ng team. So, umambon lang siya nung una, pero hindi naman din po ganun katagal. Kaya po, mas mabilis din po nakaikot yung mga students po natin. Plus, yung ano din po kasi doon, yung daanan po, is magkakatabi.
Hello?
Hello, sorry, baka unstable internet kasi sa office. Sorry, sige, continue ko na lang pagbalik ni AJ. So, these are the same challenges that encountered also by our, kasi with just for this year, yung binigay namin ng mga beneficiaries for Ateneo, phase 2 yun na, year 2022. Tapos may separate kaming monitoring na ginawa naman for phase 3 or 2023 beneficiaries with the help of the Cash for Work staff. So, yung mga challenges din nila, yun. Mahirap yung address, hindi makita, lumipat na, or nasa negosyo. So, same challenges encountered by the students also. Pero yung mas critical yung challenges na na-encounter ng mga cash for work staff, may mga bomb threat daw kasi may mga nag-raid. So, baka helpful din sa atin pag planning na baka may mga ganong instances. Pero yun naman, same feedback with the same feedback yung ng mga staff din
Sorry
namin
po
sa
na
students.
po.
Ay, AJ, sige, continue ko lang.
Wala
So,
lang net, sir.
sige, okay lang, continue ko naman. So, feedback
Okay
din
po.
naman, obedient yung mga Ateneo students kasi second time na natin to na mag-monitor. So may set of rules na rin. Tapos na-anticipate na natin yung challenges from the previous experience na may mga nalilate na SBCDPO kasi yung transpo namin. Matagal yung pag-deliver tapos targeted naman na agad. Bumaba na ngayon din, helpful na bumaba sa barangay. Binigay yung listahan sa barangay para sila na yung maghanap din. So mas madaling makita. Parang meron din kaming mga resident mismo ng mga barangay na umikot din sa mga bahay-bahay para makita na pamilyado sa lugar. So yun yung feedback nila. So AJ can continue with the presentation ng mga outputs ng students na bukod sa pagbaba, yung day 3 nila ay pakikisalamuha sa mga beneficiaries na napili nila na document nila yung success story in a way, pati yung mga needs niya pa. So, alam, AJ, to go back to the presentation na may mga output na present ng students. For appreciation lang, kasi yung mga suggestions nila na mga programs and projects, pwedeng i-incorporate din sa ginagawa namin currently for our enterprise. Ayan. Tuloy mo na aid sa mga presentation.
So, yung
Ayan.
first part po ng presentation po nila.
Ayan. So, ayan. Sige, next. May tempura, mga gutom ang ating mga student. Tempura. Next na presentation, ayan. May mga pasok pa rin siya sa mga mandate ng SBCDPO, yung mga focus na mga activities on money, capital assistance, mentorship, pati market. Pero good thing, they also captured yung mga other support needed by enterprises na hindi lang nakafocus sa business, pati yung needs ng kanilang family, sa scholarships, sa mga iba't iba. So yun yung nakita namin. We're trying to study all the proposals submitted and recorded naman yung video. So we appreciate this kind of presentation and outputs. It will be helpful for assessing the activities, support activities for the pangkabuhayang QC beneficiaries. So, yun yung general namin, comments. So later on siguro present din namin after niyo present yung needs ninyo. kung ano yung focus namin for pangkabuhayang QC. Kasi in a way, parang yung mga ginawa ng Ateneo students na sa Barangay Iscopa, District to Barangays, Payatas, Batasan, since na-publish na namin yung phase 2 monitoring report na sample size lang, maganda na may mas updated na mga reports na binalikan yung mga barangays after years of payout. Kasi 2022 pa sila nag-payout, 2024 na babaan. At least may reporting kami kay Mayor or City Administrator na may recent kaming monitoring for barangays tulad ng Payatas. May case study na out of 50 beneficiaries na sample sa barangay Payatas as of 2024, 90% pa rin po yung operating. So this outputs and the activity are very helpful sa aming organization kasi ang focus namin kada taon yung mga previous phases beneficiaries na for monitoring. So that's for the feedback for the pangkabuhayang QC. Later on siguro can add si AJ. Pero for the rent naman, ayun, maganda yung collaboration ng SBC-DPO Ateneo pati ng Maginhawa Food Community. Ang ginawa lang ng SBC-DPO, more on coordination and endorsements ng mga beneficiaries. Kami nag-coordinate sa Maginhawa Food Community, sino yung interested, ano yung value ng program na to. Kaya importante yung briefer and tentative dates kapag nag-endorse kami ng mga enterprises. Madali nang i-align sa calendar nila, tsaka yung expectation din. So, nag-organize tayo ng orientation or initial meeting para onboarded pa rin, para mas alam nila yung gagawin with the students. And nakita ko naman sa GC natin sa Viber with the MFC na maganda yung reception, valuable sa kanila yung output, yung manual na yon talagang catered sa kanila. So interested nga rin kaming gawin yon sa mga POP QC beneficiaries namin. So as discussed with Ina sa Viber din na interested si Chef Annalyn na i-conduct to sa kanilang marketing student pero hindi kasi siya OSAI facilitated but still we can endorse pa rin para sanction siya ng dalawang offices. So, mas okay sa amin yung ganung mga coordination and endorsements na madali namin siyang hawakan. Pero yung requirement nga ninyo lagi na sana same sila ng address para madali catered sa population na ron. Ayun, kasi yung mga nakikita naming activities, so by the way, mag-assess pa lang kami ng mga activities ng SBC-DPO. So, di pa kami makapag-decide at this point, pero ang mahalaga siguro, i-present nyo na sa amin yung mga proposal activities ninyo, yung mga request para we can align na muna kung ano yung mga mangyayari. Pero overall, we want to continue the activities for monitoring. May nakikita na akong pwedeng gawin na for the another batch of students kasi in a way, they collect na the success stories. Tsaka mas in-depth yung pagbaba nila since may day 3 sila na pakikimamuhay. So I'm thinking of collection of success story din na i-out sa output nila after nila bumaba. So ayun naman na solve yung mga issues natin ng first baba sa recent experience natin sa monitoring activities. Kasi just to share, for the 2024 monitoring activity ng SBC-DPO for Phase 3 beneficiaries, out of 5,000 beneficiaries, parang 1,000 lang plus din yung nababa. So marami pang population na pwedeng opportunity para mababaan din ng Ateneo student should we decide to continue with the monitoring activities. Kasi baka may isipin kayo na more valuable activity or experience for your students. So that's for our comments. Thank you. AJ? Jay, may add ka pa?
Wala naman na po, sir. Thank you po.
Sige. Ina, that's for the SBC-DPO. So, nandito si Rachel kasi siya yung in charge ko sa Phase 3 monitoring. Thank you.
Salamat po. Sige po. So, at this point po, baka po may questions po tayo kila Sir Aldin, AJ. Ikaw, Aldin, ano questions, no? Meron po bang questions from what happened from first sem? Before we move forward? Wala naman. Okay. Thank you. First sem. Now we'll go to Ito po. Ang next natin is, maybe this is the time to, ask QCSBC DPO regarding, ano po yung current na priorities ng organization ninyo, particularly for this upcoming, I think, second semester covers around February. Our engagements around February to April. So parang ano po yung mga current na needs ninyo as of the
Sige,
moment?
sige. April to, no, na-cover. Kasi alam ko, last year ni tayo nag-first sem engagement given with the demands ng programs ng SBC DPO. Pero just putting it on the table, may mga nakikita na akong activity, na mga needs. Una yung pag-consolidate or collection ng success stories for pangkabuhayang QC para parami siya ng parami sa iba't ibang phases. So bukod sa monitoring, they can capture kung paano naka-affect yung kasi from baba naman ng mga 2 days, yung mga first baba, na-assess na ng mga students yung may mga potential na mag-expand or yung mga ginamit talaga yung pera for negosyo na still operational tapos nakikipamuhay sila doon. So informally, nakikipag-interview na sila. So they know yung status ng buhay niya before, paano ginamit yung... So para lang additional output lang na parang i-package as success story. Second, meron kaming mga beneficiaries ng Be Your Own Boss Youth Entre program. 4-day training siya na whole day. Tapos at the end of the training nila, meron silang capital assistance also from Pangkabuhayang QC. For the for the youth, for the BYOB completers na nagkaroon na ng Pangkabuhayang QC cash grant. So, if may maisip ang Ateneo how they could support the product development, inventory ng mga newly established enterprises na mga youth, since ka-age naman nila to, yung mga mostly kasi sa kanila out of school youth or mga working mga students na nagpa-part-time work lang. So, may mga business plan naman sila. They can check that kung yun talaga yung ginawang business plan yung mga business nila upon getting the cash assistance. Pero kung may support kayo para sa mga beginning entrepreneurs, kung paano siya hindi lang sa product development, sa pag-inventory, sa pag-marketing, sa pag-track ng kita niya, and other support, kasi alam ko 3 days naman yung engagement, pwedeng doon na targeted. Pero ang catch lang dito kasi all districts to na iba't iba yung lugar ng mga youth. So kung yung engagement ba, ipapacilitate natin sa isang venue or bababaan nila yung mga business sites. Pero we have to check first kung ilan sa mga beneficiaries or completers ng Youth Entre program namin, yung nagtuloy ng business at yung product ba nila na nilagay sa business plan or tinayo ngayon, may include siya for the trade fair, for the youth bazaar na gagawin namin. So, just put for the pipeline lang na pwedeng engagement natin. And we can still endorse enterprises sa POP QC for food handling, manual. Sorry?
Sorry, go ahead. Excited lang kami, sorry.
Sige. Yun lang din naman kasi na-open ko kay Paolo, yung head ng Business Resource Division, na yung feedback ng Maginhawa Food Community sa food manual kasi meron naman na kami mga enterprises na going formal na, nagkukuha na ng FDA for their products din. Tapos may mga facility na or may physical kami gusto ka ring bigyan ng food manual ng mga students. Kaso ang catch nga lang dito, iba't iba na rin ng lugar na hindi pwedeng iba yung pupuntahan ng mga students na mahirap din sa pag-planning. So, yun currently kasi magpa-plan pa ako with other divisions and sections. But yun na nakikita ko na pwedeng gawin currently. And then I'll ask the cooperative section din also kung may need sila na gustong gawin for the first sem or for next sem din na rin. So, yun yung mga pipeline na pwedeng gawin. Tapos, pero kami naman, open kami for suggestion sa mga needs ninyo. But we have to assess first yung kaya namin i-accept for this semester and second sem. Kasi we can present sa you next time siguro yung buong activities ng SBC DPO na nakakapuno din ng calendar namin pati ng commitments. Kaya ayaw din namin naman na hindi namin makommit kapag nag-yes kami. So that's for the initial 3. Mag-isip pa kami ng mga pwedeng gawin kasi may mga inisip ko pwede bang mag-join yung students sa mga training programs namin na kino-conduct sa mga trade fairs. So kung anong interest din ninyo na nakikita, pwede nyo ring sabihin or i-propose. Thank you.
Salamat, Albie. We will take note of all of them. Although, baka full transparency, baka hindi pa lahat this semester. Pero meron kaming mga proposal for this semester na specifically dun sa courses na hawak namin. And then maybe for the other needs na hindi man natin makover this second sem, maybe it's something we could look forward to dahil hanggang kailan? I think until July ang MOA natin. Tama ba? So, pag nag-renew tayo, MOA ulit. Diba? Parang it's something that we can look forward to. Sige.
Also, Ina, sorry, add ko na rin. Since yung mga, if you remember, we have SE, Inclusive Training Beneficiaries, di ba? Na mabibigyan na ng grant this phase 3 payout January. Miss Karen mentioned na may incubation pa nga rin with BPI na magpapamiting ka. Baka yung students din can support with the product development ng mga nanays din natin. Kasi magsisimula nila yung mga negosyo nila using the grant na pagsama-samahin yung kanilang funding na baka umabot ng 100K per group enterprise. Baka may naisip din kayo na pwedeng support ng mga students under this program.
Salamat doon. Sige, we'll take note of them. Sige, bago tayo I guess we can start na with given the needs, and then pagpe-present lang kami ng ano naman yung prepared namin na proposals from our end, and then let's see which one of the needs that you mentioned earlier could be covered this time. Sige, I'll stop sharing lang, and wala ko specific slides pero nandito naman kaming mga formator to share ano yung output, no? So, siguro pwedeng magsimula legal management na siguro muna. So, tatlo po yung formators on legal management na nandito. Si RP, si EK, at si Yayun, who would like to share ano yung magiging output ng ano yung nakikita nyo for QCSP-CDPO.
Ako
Ikaw na daw.
Sige. Good morning po, sir, at maraming salamat po sa... Wait lang, tabi ka muna, Ben.
Ay, pwede naman.
Sorry po, ay nag-share ng computer. Maraming salamat po sa tama yung sinabi ni Ina, no, na we will note a lot of these needs kasi 'di ba parang we're also looking at what courses are a match for the particular needs and then which semester they take because on our end, on legal management, actually, we initially had a conversation with Ate Abby, with Ina, as well as with Hila. And then they were actually looking forward to the legal management students, continuing yung assistance na ginawa ng SNPP for QC Kabuhayan. Kasi nga, di ba, parang they were not, parang medyo marami-rami yung na-cater last semester. Baka pwede pang i-cater din yung iba na hindi pa na-assist. And I think parang the reason din why we also why Attorney Sab and the rest of us were looking at this particular engagement for legal management is because I think in a way parang mas match ata siya din sa legal management in terms of parang really assisting yung members ng SNPP with the compliances, with the legal compliances, how to acquire them, parang to how to best procure, compile, help them fill it out properly, correct, as well as, but at the same time, dahil sila ay legal management students, they also have the skills to help with the development of the business plan. So initially, nag-usap kami ni Ina about it, and I think we look forward to parang keeping the partnership with the SNPP for this particular purpose, and then work with your office po in terms of providing our students, specifically our students, with an orientation on ano ba yung program, and then how to ano ba yung ini-expect or nire-require from those who would like to parang ang term by apply for the support. So parang maganda siya na resource. I was also informed na last semester yung nangyari ay parang sabay inorient yung mga members ng SNPP at yung mga estudyante. So, ang tinitingnan ngayon ay baka pwedeng yung bigyan ng orientation na to ay yung mga estudyante, and then yung mga estudyante na yung parang i-echo sa mga members ng SNPP na makakasama this semester. Though, yung question na pumapasok sa isip siguro ko sir at namin ng mga naghahawak ng LMI, hindi lang kami sigurado sa timeline nito for the coming months and kung saan kami pwede papasok. So dito tutulong si Ina sa akin po sa pag-negotiate na lang po ng timeline kasi kami din ay bagong na-onboard lang din sa engagement nito po. Thank you.
Sige, tulungan ko lang. Yung dun, if you remember Alvi and AJ, sorry hindi ko na-discuss kanina kasi it was, the partnership was with SNPP. But, and then the students were the ones who conducted the business plan training to the nanays. And then, the help that we got from QCSBCDPO was Rachel, was there to orient the students and the SNPP nanays about pangkabuhayan QC. Tapos, yung estudyante na yung bahala. Tapos AJ was very helpful for us nung natulungan natin sila na makasama sila doon sa batch ngayon. Like marami pong nagsabi na magpe-pay out na daw sila sa 23 and sa 22. So we're hoping to expand that now to para have more SNPP members. Although ang challenge po nila din, pareho ng amin is their schedule kasi is around April pa matatapos. Ang alam po namin, ang training ay ang pangkabuhayan QC ay March 1 to 15. If tama yung pagkakaalala ko. Pero March 1 to 15 yung next batch natin. So, possible po kayang maging pareho yung setup with them, Sir Alvin. Thank you.
Ayan, sige. So, to clarify, parang indirect engagement siya, no? Kasi Ateneo yung magti-train ng mga other members ng SMPB. Tapos papasok lang kami to intervene for the post-support after training support services na
Yeah.
pwedeng ibigay ng SBCDPO. So sige, sa legal management may suggestion ako. Yung mga previous beneficiaries ng last year na nakapag-apply ng pangkabuhayan, tulungan nyo rin silang mag-apply ng nano permit na mas catered sa kanila para may tax exemption. So, bigyan namin kayo ng orientation not only for pangkabuhayan but nano enterprise registration. Para
i-include
yung
po dun sa training.
may existing, so para kasi rin maganda nakaka-capture na after nila mag-develop ng business, di ba, you mentioned yung mga registrations na kailangan nila. And yung QC, for everyone's information, na alam namin na mahigpit may iba yung level ng requirements sa mga businesses when they apply for business permit. Meron kaming nano enterprise registration ordinance na parang ine-exempt yung mga nano enterprises na 50,000 below na wala na silang tax na babayaran at permit fees na babayaran. Basta pasok sa 50K below yung starting capital nila or asset size. So basically wala na silang babayarang business permit. Pag pangkabuhayang QC beneficiary ka pa na nano enterprise ka, wala ka na rin babayaran talagang admin fee kasi ang kailangan lang bayaran yung national na hinihingi na fire permit. So, ayun din, orient namin din kayo, yung students, pati yung mga members ninyo sa pangkabuhayang QC beneficiary, pati nano enterprise, pati general support ng SBCDPO, mga programs para kung ano pwede nyo i-endorse. So, helpful sa amin na may separate training kayo na kayo na yung gumagawa niyan. Tapos, tsaka kami papasok for the information sessions ng mga other support programs when it comes to capital assistance, pati registration assistance na ibibigay ng SBCDPO. So ang payout, ang application March nga tsaka June ang slated for this year. Pero kung matapos yung training nila ng by end of April, pwede naman sila sa June na mag-apply for pangkabuhayan or i-add sa additional na whitelisted. Basta makagraduate sila by first week ng April kung gano'n yung timeline ninyo. So pinapayagan naman namin yan kung onti lang yung applicants, mga 50 below, special application sila. Pero namang special application para mabilis pa rin yung pagkakaroon nila ng capital assistance. So yun yung pwedeng gawin. So sige, let us know yung proposal, pati yung mga dates na gusto ninyong gawin para ma-align lang namin. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Malaking para na may bagong mundo na nabuksan po. So I think thank you so much for letting us know na pwede pala yung what a powerful whitelist. Such a list. We love it. Parang kasi naiisip ko, sir, yun nga, baka nga pwedeng ganun po na technically kasi hindi pa namin nalalapat yung schedule kasi we wanted to know muna kung ano yung timeline nga ng pag-apply for the capital assistance for the na para when we meet with SNPP, pwede nang i-arrange. So we can keep that in mind naman po na if pwede pala na kahit April pa sila makaka-apply pero mahahabol pala, um, well and good po. Though with the idea of the assisting them doon sa pag-register ng nano enterprise, interesting din siya kasi pasok din siya actually doon sa legal management po na matulungan ng mga estudyante na intindihin yung parang yung mga requirements and then kung maituro siya sa mga partner. So parang sa nakikita ko po, baka pwede namin pag-usapan po na hati na lang po na maybe half will assist new members who have not applied yet na maka-apply. And then the other half can be assigned to parang those na nabigyan na ng support and then kailangan i-register doon sa nano enterprise po na exemption. Siguro pwedeng magpatulong na lang kami both sa inyo po at sa SNPP siguro sa pag-identify doon sa mga na-approve na pwedeng sila yung i-prioritize na matulungan. Though yung isa sa mga baka lang yan lang yung in terms of how many we can cater lang siguro or ang makikater sa estudyante kasi kung masyado ding marami baka hindi nila ma-assist effectively. So talagang we'll have to identify clearly kung ilan at sino yung i-assist ng mga estudyante with SNPP po. Thank you.
Sige. Kasi to add, yung journey on applying nano enterprises, hindi lang siya nagtatapos once you submitted your online permit application. May mga post requirement siya tulad ng ibang mga enterprises na nasa neighborhood yung business, biglang nire-require as post permit sa barangay na may barangay resolution na inaalaw siya ng barangay at neighbors na payagan siya doon magtinda. So may upuan pa namin siya with business permit department na ganito yung experience ng mga nag-apply for nano kasi last year lang siya nangyari eh. So yung unique experience niya na baka may legal management student na pag-consultation, paano po ba itong barangay reso, ano po ba paano to ginagawa ng barangay, paano ko to makukuha, paano po makukuha yung health permit, yung mga ganong ibang level ng mga tanong. Tapos bakit ko kailangan ng fire insurance na pwedeng matanong din yan sa mga students na knowledgeable about kasi iba-iba rin naman yung business permitting process ng ibang LGU, may unique din na mga special permit sa Pasig, kami may nano enterprise, baka magandang pag-aralan ninyo rin muna tapos pag-aralan ninyo yung sa aming proseso na yan. Pwede namin mag-conduct ng orientation for students tapos orientation for the nano enterprise na possible mag-apply for permit. So that's one siguro kasi mag-engage pa kami for consultation with enterprises and BPLD this quarter. So para makita yung need siguro later on na. Pero for all the proposals sana, at least may project brief lang or proposal tapos tentative dates, tsaka ilan yung mga students na bababa para madali namin ma-assess. Like last time, kahit Excel lang na may mga text doon, pati mga number of students, ilang days, anong tentative dates, para madali natin i-assess na park ba to for this sem, next sem na to, or ito yung kaya din namin. Para madali tayo mag-decide din. Kasi as much as we want to take all the engagements, but given our capacity, mapipili lang talaga yung at most 2 or 3 lang yung kaya namin ma-accept na activity for this sem. Sige. Thank you.
Understood, Albi. I think in terms of LM naman, hindi siya kasing extensive nung monitoring, parang ilang ang babalikan nila kayo is yung date mismo ng orientation kasi doon lang naman kailangan. Tas siguro yung schedule ng yung kung may
Yes,
mawawhitelist man, yung
sige.
usapan na lang next.
Programs
Tas yung-
orientation, tapos
Yeah.
focus sa nano and pangkabuhayan. Go, sige, kaya.
Yon. Tapos yung Google Sheet yun yung ihahabol namin after our meeting para ma-present muna namin lahat. Tapos tsaka I think what we did last time is we'll let you decide on the sheet itself para may time pa kayo to decide. Yon. Thank you po LM Pips. Then for okay. Pare-pareho lang kayo RP and EK, no? Tatlo kayo. Sige.
Yes,
Or pwede
thank
din si
you
Ike
po.
yata.
Ayun, nandiyan si Ike. Pareho naman daw sila. Sige. So next po, yung sa ME naman, kami ni Ate Abby. So we'll present. So for the management engineering, I think we did this na po last year. We did the a similar thing last year. Pareho lang naman po. So yung anong tawag nyo System solutions. Ayan. So system solutions po ulit yung bubuuhin for a specific enterprise or organization. So 'di ba po ang skill ng ME talaga is yung pagtingin from the data of the enterprise, from the system, parang audit of everything. Then from the problem itself, they will give system solution recommendations. Tapos ang mga enterprises po dito, pwede naman pong pareho nung last year, no? So nung nakita ko po kasi yung presentation last year, there were community savings groups, cooperatives, or enterprises. Pero yung enterprises po sana, yung meron ng hopefully may records na sila, no, ng financial data nila, or may some sort of documentation na sila para hindi po mahirapan yung mga estudyante. Yun. So yun po. So naisip namin for ME. Ang ME po kasi namin ngayon, we have technically 1, 2, 3. 3 sections po. 3 sections po yan.
Or
If
dagdag ko
3
lang po.
sections to, ilang group?
6 groups po yan per section. Pero ang lumalabas niyan, sir, pwede pong up to 2 to 3 per enterprise. 2 to 3 groups per enterprise. So mga lumalabas mga
Depende. Kung co-op siya, kung malaki siya, pwede pong 2, 3.
Sige.
Pero Sir Albi, inote ko
Yes,
lang po.
alam.
Hello? Sorry
Sige.
sir, ano lang. Last year, nalala niyo po na parang ni-request namin kung pwedeng magkakalapit po sila dun sa barangay.
Oo.
Opo, nung medyo nahirapan kami noon na magkakalayo. Nahirapan kami i-monitor. Yun lang po. Parang I think special consideration with yung enterprise na per enterprise na setup ay kung pwede ay siguro at least within a kilometer siya na radius na pwedeng ikutin po na naglalakad lang. Yung pangalawa, baka naman din po kasi pwede naman namin to iibaling sa sa faculty and sa department. Baka din merong nakikita kayo na need na pwedeng tugunan ng ME student namin. Tapos i-ano po namin siya, i-raise namin siya dun sa faculty. Tapos sabihin kung carry ba to o hindi. Para hindi naman lahat parang naka-systems dito, audit. Yung ano lang din doon, parang yun. So baka para mas angkop dun sa direction din nyo din po.
Sige, hinga ako ng guidance nito sa aming department head, kay Mona. Kasi para uniform at may mga issues. Mon, sa palagay mo, makakatulong yung system solution sa mga hindi compliant na co-ops na issue natin sa QC?
Oo. It can
Parang
connect
makaya bang-
it can connect dun sa study nila Move to Change, 'di ba? Ang results na wala low yung priority nila for succession plan, whatever, ganun. So, I think it will help them.
Sige, kasi inisip ko, siguro just for info, parang over 500 or 600 yung registered co-ops sa QC. Pero parang 60 or 70% lang yung compliant.
Mga 300 yung compliant.
300, so may kalahati tayo na natatap na hindi nagko-comply sa mga standards at nire-require ni CDA or Cooperative Development Authority. We have to check yung ano nila, yung mga locations nila, kung saan tong mga, kunyari, District 1, kaya na pala tong i-cater. Like, District 1 or District 2, meron na tayong 60 na hindi compliant na co-op. Baka yun yung pwedeng i-endorse. I-check namin kung interested sila for this kind of solution or engagement. Then, it's up for you to decide na kahit magkakalayo sila kung gusto nyo i-take on. Kasi ito, magbe-base pa sa result kung ilan yung interested na cooperatives na mag-engage with the student. So, at least i-open namin siya sa more than 300 na co-ops na may ganito po kaming support na pwedeng ibigay para tulungan kayo sa pagiging compliant ninyo na co-op, may mga set of students na makikipag-engage kayo. So, we will check first yung listahan, saan sila, tapos ilan yung interested, tapos kayo bahala mag-assess or decide kung kaya nyong babaan yung ganitong number, i-prioritize yung ganitong mga locations and all. But we have to coordinate that with cooperative development section under SBC-DPO din namin. So, ito, madali lang naman siya kung more on coordination and endorsements lang. Sige, yun yung for ME Management Engineering. Pero ayun nga, 3 klase to. So, we have to check first ilan yung magiging interested na cooperatives or organization. Pero ayun na, try na natin na uniform na co-op lang kung system solution.
Pwede po.
Yeah,
Pwede
very,
actually. Kung ganun, Sir Albi, normally kasi pag ganyan, pag overall, tas co-op, parang siguro 2 to 3 groups yan per co-op. Oo.
Malaki kasi.
Opo. Kung ganun, siguro 18 divided by
3, 6.
mga 6 to 7 co-ops.
6 to 7 po.
Di tayo 18.
Total number of
6
groups,
times 3. 6 groups.
Sorry, iba-iba kasi yung type ng co-op, depende sa credit, o producers or mga
Yes.
Tapos,
Ah.
kung, I mean, suggestion lang, kung marami naman yung co-ops na interested, kayang gawin nyo ng 1:1 eh. Tsaka kayo mag-decide kung ilang groups. So, kasi kung i-open na
Okay, sige.
300 plus na hindi compliant, so turnout niyan, kahit 20% turnout niyan, malaki-laki pa rin yung number, kaya mag 1:1. Tsaka tayo mag-decide ng ilang class yung kayang i-take, tanggapin, pati ilang groups yung pwedeng gawin. So, kung kaya mag-focus ng 1 group sa isa, mas okay yun sa co-op din. So, yung iba walang space din naman mag-accept ng ganong karami. Sige, check natin siya. Pero kung interested kayo, pwede tayong gumawa ng proposal explaining the activity para may initial count tayo ng ito yung interested na sign-ups for system solutions na baka kung may sobra, baka next time may pwedeng i-cater
Next time.
ulit ako. So,
Pwede.
critical talaga dito kung ilan yung interested muna for us
Sige.
decide on planning then and strategizing. Sige.
Sige po.
We'll give parang a project brief na lang na pwedeng i-share para if they're interested. Sige. Thank you
Sige po.
so much. Yun na for ME. Then, I think last si Punla. And then si Pao.
Hi, Sir AJ. Tsaka hi, Sir Albi. Ako po ulit ito.
Hello, Pao.
Parang lumungkot kayo, sir. Sana naman po hindi. Nagbabalik po sana ako muli para sa area engagement po ng Punla. Ang kaibahan lang po nito ay actually ganun pa rin po pala. Dalawang weekend po ulit. Tapos kung kaya po natin sa Maginhawa area po ulit kagaya po nung dati. Tsaka po, ano nga yung pinag-usapan natin kanina? Parang, yung endorsement lang po sana yung hingi namin para madala doon sa mga partner establishments.
Ang tinitingnan kasi Albi,
Ay,
pero
sorry.
tinitingnan si Albi Maginhawa Food Community.
Apa, kagaya din nung dati.
Maging na MFC ulit.
Apa,
Sige. Sige, so parang mag-request tayo kung sino interested ulit sa MFC. Tapos bibigay namin sa inyo endorsement. Sige, ayaw nyo mag-join sa mga Pop QC Bazaar namin. Mga
saan sir?
student.
Okay lang ako po nun, pero saan po?
Isang venue lang yun. May set kaming mga trade fairs. Baka, ilang students ulit yan per group?
Ano po, 21 po. Bali,
Squad.
dalawa.
So kung may 40 enterprise kami, kayang isa-isa. Isa-isang entrep yung tauhan niya. Sige, check ko muna kay Pao yung mga trade fairs din namin. Pero option 1 yung Maginhawa Food Community. Meron
sir.
kami at 20 plus trade fairs upcoming for the whole year. Pero for upcoming first sem, meron agad sa QC Chinese Bazaar, pati
Next
New
week.
Year, na dyan lang sa City Hall. Manawi yung mona yung next week na pala. Sorry, Feb pala yung start. So, check ko
Hindi pa
yung
po
mga
pwede.
trade fairs sa Feb, March na 1 day or 2 days. Baka gusto nyo tumaod doon ng 1 day lang, Pop QC. At least, magkakasama sila sa isang venue, iba't iba lang yung enterprises na assigned sa kanila. Kasi sa bazaar naman namin, 30 to 40 enterprises. Tapos whole day sila doon. So, one possible din kung gusto nilang ganong level ng engagement din.
Si-check ko po, sir. Pero may okay lang po magsabi ako ng dates na napepeg ko po.
Sige, check para ma-counter-check agad namin. Sige, AJ,
Apo.
take note lang ng mga dates. Sige.
Bali, March 8 po and March 9. Yung
Women's
una pong-
Bazaar. Yan ba yung aming Women's Bazaar?
Yung una pong
Sige.
weekend, and then March 15 and then March 16 po yung second weekend.
Sorry, yung 8 to 9 na March, same students. 2 days lang sila.
Apa,
Tapos yung 15-16, another set of students na 2 days din.
apa.
So more or less, dalawang groups, dalawang classes na 2020.
Apa.
Tama. Sige, check namin yung mga, 8, 9, tsaka 15. May bazaar kami niyan na ganun kahaba yung training. Tapos, endorse namin sa inyo. Pero kung walang pop quiz si bazaar na taon na yan, maginhawa na lang ulit na at least 10 yan, no? Para dalawa-dalawang
Apa.
pair by pair, no?
Apa.
Kaya check natin kay Sir Jules kung may mga maginhawa, resto pa rin na kayang mag-accommodate ng mga student. Sige. Coordination pa rin naman din to. Kaya rin to gawin kapag nagbigay ng 10 si MFC. Madali lang siyang gawin din. So sana may mabigay sila na ganong mga members din nila. So meeting na lang kami siguro with them din kasi dalawang engagements to with MFC na gusto din naman nilang gawin. Sige. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, na-strategize nyo na mga more on coordination engagements yung iba. So sige, I appreciate na ganun din yung level na it doesn't require much of our manpower na ano lang din, engage endorsements and coordination. Kasi siguro help sa mga unang baba. Sige. Muna namin yung
Sige po.
calendar namin ulit. Tapos helpful yung mga project proposal and tentative dates. Tsaka namin i-assess yung feedback para next meeting may feedback din agad. We can start na kasi coordinating and sensing with the organizations or groups kung ilan din pwede. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Ilalagay namin sa Google Sheet lahat po. And one last, sorry po, super overtime. Pasensya na po, baka gutom na kayo. Siguro iyan ako kay Attorney Sab yung for Chef Annelie. Since nandito na rin po si Attorney Sab.
Yes, sorry, parang hindi yata kasama sa agenda. Pero, ayan, si Chef po gusto ulit mag-coordinate with MFC din. Pero ito po, hindi siya talaga big case program para lang sa class niya. Yung marketing, ayan, teka lang. I-open ko ang kanyang marketing 145 ng mga BS Restaurant Entrepreneurship students. Ang gagawin po 6 groups and ideally 6 business owners from MFC. So first phase, mag-interview daw yung students about their existing menus and ideas of possible new menu items. Second phase, magpe-present yung students ng draft of possible menu items and yung popropose nila and parang magpo-prototype sila ng products. Third phase, students will present their marketing proposals of the new food items to be launched and yung may target dates na rin si Chef, week of Feb 3 initial interview, week of Feb 17 second interview, week of March 3 third interview, and first week of April final presentations. And I think nakikipag-coordinate naman na po si Chef Sir Albi sa MFC, pero kung parang hingi ng basbas kung okay lang yung parang gano'n na endorsement. Although wala namang resources required from QCSBC DPO. Yun lang po.
Ayan, sige. Thank you, Attorney Sab. So, mas alam mo siguro yung provisions ng MOA natin. So, pwede kung pasok naman siya, pasok din siya kasi inisip ko naman, basta sanction lang siya na SBC DPO na dumaan pa rin sa mga offices. Like
Yes.
si Chef dumaan sa OSAI for endorsement, tapos i-endorse nila sa amin. So, pasok siya sa amin. And alam ko naman nakipag-coordinate na nga si Chef, pati si Ina sa Maginhawa. And if they're willing to accept the engagement or for that, willing kami na i-endorse pa rin sa Maginhawa. Endorsements lang naman yan na kailangan nyo ng 6 enterprises for this activity kasi maganda naman yung reception ni Maginhawa Food Community sa nangyaring activity natin last year. So, sige lang.
Yay. Thank you so much. So, yung paperwork na lang yung papaasikaso
Mm.
namin kay Chef.
Mm.
Thank you.
Sige. Letter lang ulit amin requesting for 6 enterprises. Tapos tsaka namin endorse yung letter for Maginhawa Food Community. Pero alam na ni MFC yung ganyan dates din, pati yung mangyayari.
Hindi ko lang sure ano na
Hindi
yung
pa.
extent ng conversations ni Chef, pero nag-reach out na daw siya sa MFC.
Sige,
Thank you
sige.
po.
Thank you.
Thank you po. So far po, yun na lang naman po. Ang utang po namin is the Google Sheet that contains all of the proposals. Ate Of, may tanong ka pa ba? May tanong pa po ba yung iba?
Ako, sorry. Meron lang akong, well, medyo ano lang naman to. 2-year projection. May chance lang po kasi na yung management course, hindi ko alam ilang percentage yung chance na, pero may chance. Yung management course, 200 students roughly, ma-move sila to itong timeline na to, so January to May. Pero in 2 years pa to. Hindi ko lang alam kung parang siguro upuan na lang natin to, Miss Mona and Sir Albi, maybe at the end of the year, no? Kung paano natin siya, baka may makitaan pa tayo ng planning dito. Kasi ang mangyayari niyan yung first sem, baka ibigay sa ibang course na lang siguro yung mag-monitoring, ganun. And then yun. So yun lang, parang initial lang na baka may change, may move. Tapos pag-usapan natin siguro paano natin siya maitatahe doon din po sa plans ninyo for the next 2 years po siguro. So, yun po.
Heads up na.
Oo, heads up lang po.
Thank you po. Mama Tila.
Sige.
At-
Opya.
Okay. Ate Of, meron pa po ba kayong question or message?
Message. Ano to? Hindi, wala naman po. Just thank you. Yun lang.
Closing remarks daw po. Ayun po. I think that's all for this this morning to afternoon na po. Pasensya na po para
Sige.
makapag-lunch
Sorry
na po.
na. You remember yung nag-endorse tayo ng proposal sa MFC? Parang may sample ka ng template na may naka-document. So, pwedeng gawin din yan sa 3 proposal para madali rin mag-endorse. Bukod sa Google Sheet natin. Yung page yata na proposals. Para yun na yung copy ng mga organizations nag-refer tayo ng activity. Thank you.
Sige. I'll send the template to everyone na lang. Same din for for Punla. For all of us na yun.
Yes.
Alrighty. Salamat.
Okay.
Okay. Yun lang naman po. Wala naman na pong tanong. Pa-thumbs up na lang po kung makakatulog na tayo mamayang gabi. Dahil wala na po tayong... Okay. All good.
Salamat.
Salamat po. Kain na po kayo. Thank you
Sige,
so
thank you.
Thank you so much. Happy
Happy
Friday.
lunch.
Thanks so much.